So we had freezing rain last night and the sun was out all day. Now I had brushed off the rink and we didn't get a lot of freezing rain, but with the sun being on it all day, it was a glass smooth on 3/4 of the rink. But part of it had what's called shell ice, which is really, really rough ice. It's probably a little over 1/8 of an inch thick. So I'd broken it all up by using a shovel and then I swept it all off. I'm going to sweep it again, get those ice chunks out of there. But we're hoping, we're out tonight. It's pretty rough for the puck and skating. So I'm going to do what's called bucket dumps. Probably get 2, maybe 3 hot water buckets, and that should smooth this out. I didn't want to get the cold water hose out and do the whole rink. It just takes too long. So I can do some bucket dumps just by filling buckets, 5-gallon buckets of water from the kitchen sink, hot water, and dumping it on. So the real question is, how does shell ice form? Well, shell ice forms when you get water from either resurfacing yourself or from a rainstorm and it gets really cold, or it's already cold air. So what happens is the water will sometimes find spots to drain, like air bubbles, because this was slush at one point. And you see all the little holes there. Or even if you get a crack in your ice. Now, that water drains out from underneath and you get a top layer that freezes because it's so cold out, and the water drains from underneath. What I was trying to do, at least here, I kind of figured this might happen, is at least melt the rough edges. It's still going to be bumpy, and I mean tomorrow it's supposed to go to +2 again, but then it's supposed to cool off again at night, so it should smooth itself out overnight. Long term I may try harder to fix it. If it's really cold, shell ice sometimes doesn't happen because all the water freezes in those crevices and little holes quicker than it can drain out. Also, it can come out the sides. I've had some melting. The sun will get on the edge, even on this white liner, and melt the edges. And then when it rains or you do a flood, it drains out from the edges. That'll create shell ice as well. But all I'm looking for is one more night. It's supposed to get warm all weekend for 2 days and rain, and then it's supposed to get cold again next week. So I can fix it next week by doing 1 or maybe 2 floods, so long as those air pockets and air bubbles and cracks don't drain too much of it each time. But it should be all right. Might even get in there and pack it with snow if those still exist next week after the weekend. But hopefully this will get us one more night. Quick little bucket dumps.